Am I supposed to sing the song? It's nice music, let's enjoy it. Que sera, sera. Come on. Ever will be, will be. The future's not us to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Don't you ever believe that? Okay, friends. All good things must come to an end. We have experienced 2 great days, and this is the 3rd and the final day of the good occasion. So much efforts and time have been invested into it. We want to make this day the greatest day that you ever had for the past 2 days, including today, 3 days. How many of you are mighty glad you're here today? See your hand. Wow. How many are mighty mad you're here today? Well, regardless, you are here. I feel good? I feel great? I feel terrific? Now I'll compress it 3 times. It's the same thing, 3 times. Are you ready? Give space to the big ones, okay? Let's do it 3 times. Are you ready? 1, 2, go! I feel good. I feel great. I feel terrific. Turn to your partner. You feel good. You feel great. You feel terrific. We feel good. We feel great. We feel terrific. The greatest thing in life is to be alive. Because when you're alive, that's where problems comes. But those who are positive look at problems as opportunities. You know, I've been dreaming about an impossible dream. And it's almost an impossible topic to talk about because it's impossible. So why waste time? But friends, today, I'd like to leave you a message that I sincerely hope will linger in your heart. To realize and understand the purpose of being and be, of achieving, of loving, of sharing. Friends, I'd like to present to you my impossible dream. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You see, we speakers need encouragement, you know. Yes. Everybody likes to dream dreams. Dreams are nice to come by. I'm not talking about the kind of dream that you wake up in the middle of the night perspiring. Those are nightmares. Dreams are beautiful because it makes the dreamer motivated. There are 3 types of dreams that we can have in our lives. By the way, 3 points also. Take notes. Point number 2. Good. And of course, number 3. Yes. Somebody need a pen? Anyone need a pen? Put up your hand. Some kind soul, you got a spare one? Okay? Because if you ever leave this place today, friends, you have only lived with the written commitment of all the great ideas that we shared to you by the speakers throughout these 3 days. There are 3 types of dreams. The first type of dreams are the ordinary dreams. You dream of buying a house, getting a car, getting married before 30, sometimes after. You dream of being financially independent. You dream of being a manager. These, ladies and gentlemen, are ordinary dreams. How many of us here this morning have ordinary dreams? Hands up. Turn to the guy next to you. Hi, ordinary. It's not bad. The second type of dreams are the noble dreams. They are dreams which challenge a person to excel. A dream to be the best agent in the unit. Dream to break a game record. Dream to be the first to do this, that. Dream to help the poor. Dream to spend time for community work. These are noble dreams. How many of you in this room have noble dreams? Hands up. Hi, noble. Not many. I don't hear many. And the third dreams, my friend, ladies and gentlemen, are the unfulfilled dreams. It is the dream that will never come true in our lives. In fact, we shouldn't call it a dream. We call it a fantasy. You see, the difference between a dream and a fantasy is that the dream is acted upon. But for the fantasy or the fantasizer, they only fantasize. How many of you have unfulfilled dreams? On the way, David, on the way. Friends, how we're going to be judged one day, how we're going to die, will depend upon what kind of dreams we have. If you live your life throughout with ordinary dreams, you will die an ordinary person. If you live your life achieving noble dreams, you will die a noble person. And you live your life having unfulfilled dream, fantasizing dream, you will die a fantastic person. That's right. Joe, you took the word out of my mouth. You saw my notes. Friends, dreams are beautiful. I want to challenge you. I want to encourage you to dream. Because without a dream, there ain't no motivation. And when there's no motivation, ladies and gentlemen, we'll live a pathetic life. A life that's full of routine, boring things, boredom. A life that is not exciting. A life that has no meaning and purpose. We need to dream beyond our dreams. I want to challenge you this morning, ladies and gentlemen, to think of your impossible dream. What is my impossible dream? My impossible dream and your impossible dream are two different dreams. It is not an ordinary dream. It is not a normal dream. And of course, it's not an unfulfilled dream. Getting down to the second point, making an impact to the world. Making an impact to the world. When you achieve your impossible dream, you make an impact to the world. I'd like to submit to you this morning the three criteria I believe that will characterize the impossible dream. Number one, the impossible dream, ladies and gentlemen, is so big that you can't see it. Yeah. You know, sometimes you see a thing very big, you can't see it even if it's right in front of you. It is so big that is from its moment of conception, it is highly improbable that you think you can achieve it. It seems to lack the knowledge, the experience, the expertise, the money, the resources that is required to achieve the dream. It is the impossible dream so big that motivated the evangelist Billy Graham to preach the gospel of love and hope to a lost world. It was so big that many of his friends doubted that he could achieve it, because Billy Graham wasn't at that time a speaker at all. And now he practices public speaking. He has got no audience, my friend. He only got the lilies behind his house. And he spoke to the ladies every morning. It is a dream so big that people go around the town talking about it. You know, Billy, he wants to be a preacher. It is a dream so big that even those who encourage him did it out of pity and didn't want to hurt the poor kid. But friends, ladies and gentlemen, you and I know that Billy Graham went on to achieve the impossible dream. Ladies and gentlemen, number one, the impossible dream is the dream so big that at its moment of conception is highly improbable. Do you have a dream that's so big that you can't see it? Many people say, when I see it, I believe it. In this case, you have to say, I believe it, then I see it. That's the difference. So, number one, the impossible dream is so big. Do you have a big dream? How big? Tell your neighbor, how big? So big. So big. Gotta be so big, can't see it. Number two, the impossible dream is a selfless dream. It is a dream that puts others before self. It is a dream that is not self-serving, that is not self-profiting, that is not self-egotizing. It is a selfless dream. It is a selfless dream that motivated Mother Teresa to live the tranquility of a convent life and walk the horrific streets of Calcutta to tender and nurse the disease and the sick that is dying by the scores each day. It is the dream that is so selfless that people doubted the poor girl at the time could achieve it. They thought she went bonkers. People were, without hesitation, rejected her offer to join her in Calcutta. Some even betted how long she can last. But Mother Teresa, you and I know, ladies and gentlemen, went on to achieve the selfless dream. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, do you have a selfless dream? No, not selfish dream. Selfless dream. A dream that puts others before you. The impossible dream, ladies and gentlemen, has self-propagating power. It is a dream that will not die with the dreamer. The dreamer dies, but the dream continues. Somebody will pick it up and carry it on. It is the impossible dream that is so self-propagating, so powerful, that motivated Martin Luther King to fight for the reformation of the blacks. Today, we have President Nelson Mandela to carry the banner. Friends, the legend dies, but his legacy continues. It is a dream so powerful that many died for the cause. It is a dream so powerful that it shook the highest of authorities. It is a dream so powerful that cost Martin Luther his own life. Friends, the impossible dream has self-propagating power. So let's recap very quickly. Number one, the impossible dream is so big. Come on, use your hand. So big. Number two, the impossible dream is so selfless. How you do it? I don't know. Selfless. Number three, the impossible dream has power. Now, I don't want to get you too mesmerized. I said, David, you are not in my league, David. I am not into it with you, David. But friends, I want to tell you this morning, it's about time we stand up for what we should and can be. I'm not asking you to be a Billy Graham. There's only one in this world, and there won't be anyone coming by. There's only one Billy Graham. There's only one Mother Teresa. There's only one Martin Luther King. And there's only one American. And there's only one Mark. There's only one John. There's only one you. And that makes the difference. Because the impossible dream is a dream that has been specially reserved in your life for you alone to achieve it. And nobody else nobody else could ever achieve it. That dream that has been yours should be yours. Because in each of us, in every one of us here this morning, is planted the seed of greatness. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could spend a whole day repeating to you, I want to tell you, you are great. Can you please help me to tell your neighbors? Do you say it with conviction? You said it with unbelief. You are great, but I'm greater. Life is not a race against the next door guy. We are made to believe this in competition, that we must beat the guy next to your lane. The fact and the truth is, friend, life is that we must be greater than ourselves. As an insurance agent, you do better than what you did last year, this year. That's great. Even if you do greater this year, you may not beat somebody who has done better than you, and you probably will never beat. It's all right. After all, life is not a race against others, it's a race against ourselves. You see, if I could bring you the analogy of the fruits, if you are a watermelon, be a watermelon. Don't try to be a papaya. If you are a papaya, don't try to be a durian. But if you are a watermelon, be the sweetest watermelon around. Be the most fleshiest durian around. But don't try to be something you cannot be. The impossible dream is only reserved just for you. And only you, ladies and gentlemen, can achieve that impossible dream. It has to be a dream that big. You can see it. So selfless, you got to think very hard about putting others before you. And so propagating powerful that you got to just move with people as you dream that dream. That's how we, ladies and gentlemen, with the impossible dream, can make an impact to the world. The noble dreams The ordinary dreams, the unfulfilled dreams will only serve you. That's all. So now, how do we live? How do we rise above the level of mediocrity? That's the third point I make there. How do we rise above the level of mediocrity? Many people are living mediocre life, satisfied with the normal, achieving your goal and relaxing. There's nothing wrong, it's very human. But friends, life is worth living. Life is worth living. You know, when you live an exciting life, it is so exciting. Why two persons say life is so dull? One of them, because he's a dull person, you know. And the person next to him living the same life say life is fantastic because he is a fantastic person, you know. Living the same life, having the same set of similar circumstances, and yet having different outlook. Friends, someone once joked that the impact you make to the world, how great an impact you make to the world, ladies and gentlemen, will be probably determined by the size of your funeral turnout. If nobody comes, you are a nothingness. You cause traffic jam, turn the whole city into turmoil. You got something on, my friend. And what will they say when they come before you, heads bowed, eyes closed? What will be they talking to you? You owe me money, haven't paid, how? Or will they say, I miss you, John. You have been such a great influence in this life, John. We miss a good man. What kind of impact you make to the world will depend upon the level of living we're living here today. My friend, I want to bring you my analogy of the chicken and the eagle to bring across and illustrate the point of mediocre and soaring high living. Once a little boy stole an eagle egg, brought it back to his father's house, and put it together with the hundreds and thousands of chicken eggs around him, because the father was a chicken farmer. Eggs hatched, young eagle came out, and he looked around him, surrounded by chickens. You know, when you live in the chicken kingdom, you will inevitably develop chicken values, culture, tradition. The chicken will scratch and peck, so will the eagle scratch and peck. But that's not my game, but everybody's doing it, you know. The chickens will flutter their wings, but they can't fly. The eagles will flutter his wings, but something said, you can take off, man. He said, no, better don't, nobody's taking off there. Got to be with the crowd. One day, years later, decided to go for a walk. Eagle went for a walk. Suddenly, out of the magnificent sky, rose the majestic king of the bird, the eagle, soaring high and mighty above everything else. This eagle looked and pointed at the eagle there and said, wow, how I wish I could be like you, can fly. But I'm a chicken. I can fly. So depressed, he moved on. Thirsty, he put his head down to a puddle of water to drink. Suddenly saw a reflection of himself. Hey, I look like that bird. I don't look like those chickens. And from that day onwards, when he became aware and realized that after all these years, he was an eagle, he never went back to the eagle chicken kingdom anymore. You know where he went, ladies and gentlemen? He went to the airport runway. Now he's trying to take off, you know. Friends, made, born to be an eagle, but lived and nearly died a chicken. It is the life that characterizes all of us in this human world. We are surrounded by chicken environment. More negative than positive things happening. You came here this morning. Was there a traffic jam? Did you get angry in the car? No. How nice. You go into the office. What kind of news you get from the customer? Most of the time. Sale every morning? You'd be nice. You read the newspaper. What kind of news you get? Bad news most of the time. Good news doesn't affect you. You go back after 3 days. What happened? So many things to do. No sales to register. There are more negatives in the world than positive, friends. It's chicken environment. And not only chicken environment, chicken people. How often do you meet up with somebody, wish him after a long time no see? Hi, Jong Hao, long time no see. How are you? And the first thing he say, wow, you put on weight, ah? After 5 years, didn't see him. First thing he say, you put on weight. Can you say something better? Okay, you don't put on weight. You lost weight, John. We got to find something discrediting to say. Oh, it's not the weight problem. Hey, your hair is getting whiter. Hey, Mark, hair is dropping, you know. Can you say something good like, it's so nice to see you after all these years. How have you been? I hope you're well. You know, in the insurance industries, I do meet up with a lot of chickens. Let's categorize them. The chickens are the negative people. Everything that happens to them or for them, there is always a negative answer and response. They are specialists in a kind of disease that I call excusitis. You talk about AIDS being rampant, I think excusitis is on the run. It's incurable. Ain't find a medicine so far to overcome it. Every time he got a lost sale, he got some good excuse to make. Why didn't you make the sale? Stupid customer. But we forgot to say, did I qualify him? How come this month so bad? You know, Congress 3 days. That's why there's always an excuse for a chicken to make. If there's anything positive about a chicken, he is positively negative. And then there's the eagle, a smaller lot of people. People who are positive, determined, encouraging, on the go, on the move. Never take failure as final, but moving and going all the time. They are the people who soar high when times are down and out. They are people who don't get discouraged easily by the smallest of things in life. We have the chickens and we have the eagles. Chicken live mediocre life, my friend. Their life are all stereotyped, predictable, and not to be copied. Oh, by the way, there's a third type of fella here, the turkey. In between the chicken and the eagle. He cannot make up his mind, want to be a chicken, or I want to be an eagle. Hey, if you are a turkey, I got news for you. You better make up your mind before Christmas. Eagles climb, chickens crawl. Eagles soar, chickens sink. Friends, it's a lousy life to live, a mediocre life. It's a life that is deprived of the challenges, of opportunities before you. It's a life that is accepted by the recipient. That life, whatever will be, will be. Boss say I can succeed, but I try, and whatever will be, will be. Chicken adopt fatalistic attitude. I'm fated. I'm fated. Whatever I do, if I'm fated to be like that, it's like that. What can I do? But eagles do not accept fate as a way of life. But eagle accept destiny. Destiny. I choose where I want to go. I choose where I don't want to go. I choose what I want to do, I must do. I choose what I must not do. I like to do, but I must not do. Selling is not a matter of what you like to do. I said it the other day. Selling is not a matter of what you like to do, but what you must do. It's a discipline, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes we like to talk a lot, but in certain situations, I think you better keep quiet. Do you know that sometimes you make more sales by keeping quiet than by talking more? Some people I talk so much until they buy the sales back. Eagle living. Eagle living. Soaring above the level of mediocrity, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be very disturbed, disgruntled with the norms. By the way, do you see eagles flying in the flock? Do you? Usually they are solitary, alone. But chickens, we see them in the bunch. So every time you walk into their office, look around. And maybe one chicken will come to you and say, excuse me, you want to join us this morning? You say, no, this is the Eagle Club. That's the chicken club there. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to get sick and tired of the mediocre way of life. We should not accept defeat and failure as a way of life, but we should accept defeat and failure along the way of life. There's a lot of difference. To the eagles, failure is a necessity. It builds and strengthens his characteristics, qualities. To the eagle, the more you fail, the nearer you are to success. You realize that? You know, a chicken failed 3 times and give up. Eagle went on, failed, until the 11th time he succeeded. How many times the eagle failed? 10 times. Chicken failed? 3 times. Eagle failed more than a chicken. Are you failing lately? Keep on failing. Because you're on your way to be an eagle. You see, friends, the difference between winning and losing is quitting. The difference between winning and losing is quitting. It's not experience and knowledge, although it gets you there faster. But the difference between winning and losing, friends, is quitting. When you quit, when you give up, that's the moment you lose. But when you fail, pick yourself up, continue. Fail, pick yourself up, continue. You are not losing. You are winning. And until you arrive at your goal, you have won. So how about it? Eagles? I can see many potential eagles here today. Potential. That's why the impossible dream is a dream that when we die, our potential must not be untapped and unrealized. Living above the level of mediocrity, ladies and gentlemen, will require a revolution in your life. It will be requiring a desire deep within you that will stir real hard and real long until you see the things that were meant for you can be achieved and affect people in the way that is selfless. Insurance people, you sell your policies. You sell your products. At the end of the day, what is the bottom line? Yes, you make your commission, that's good, that's expected. At the end of the day, does it make an impact to the person you're serving? What happens when you need help? Are you around? What happens if you got to leave for somewhere or quit the business for some reason? Will you take care of him or make preparations to do so? Eagles will never accept failure. Listen, friends, you never fail until you say so. Nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. Somebody can walk up to you and say, look at you. I see you sure die one. You got no hope, man. We have been childhood friends so long, John. You join insurance, good luck to you. Need lots of luck. And then you can turn around, John, and say, thank you very much for your comment or criticism. I'll bear it in mind and prove to you wrong. That's more like it. But chicken will accept all the criticism. Yeah, man, you're right. I don't think I can succeed. Look at my record. Whew, fantastic failure. I'm writing more failures every day. I tell you, friends, you got more years to go. You got more to live than you have lived. You have more years to live than you have lived. How young are you now? 30? Can you live up to 60? Taking care of your health? Eat the right thing? No char kway teow? You're 40, you can live up to 80? Some of you say, above 50, how? I can hit the century, man. Friends, never doubt your own ability. Never doubt your own ability. I've doubted my ability at a very young age. Yes, stifled me. It has kept me in prison for a long time before an eagle came and released me from my imprisonment. You know, many years ago when I was much younger, I'm still young now anyway, much younger. I used to hang around with a group of chickens. I mean, there's John, there's James, that is Robert, that is Tan, Lim, and Ong. We used to meet about 3 times a week, 7 p.m. after our work. We hang around in the coffee shop. What do chicken do when they meet? Chicken talk. What car to buy? Your girlfriend is more pretty than mine. How about introducing this girl to me? What's the latest fashion? Where is the best coffee house? Where is the disco to go? Where's the latest happy hour? By the way, if you go happy hour, you come out sad, you know. Empty of your pocket and also your spirit. So the chicken will talk and cackle until 11, 12, midnight. And what happened? We go home all tired chicken. Nothing has been achieved, my friend. A lot of talk. A lot of self-egotizing. I did this, I did that. No, you're wrong, I'm right. One day, I asked myself, how long do I want to continue with this group of people? What will happen to me in 3 years, 5 years' time? The answer was pretty obvious. You'll be an old chicken. I don't want to be an old chicken. So I got a bit desperate. So I look around. I say, guys, listen, I can hang around with you 3 times a week. Maybe once in a while I come by. Meanwhile, I got to move on and look around. So I left. And when you leave the chicken, there will be some chicken talk. You know? Where are you going? Find your girlfriend already? So I went to look for chicken. Eagles this time. I don't need chicken anymore. Look for eagles. You know, friend, when you've been with chicken, looking for eagles is a difficult job. Can't find them. You know why I can't find them? Because chicken are on the floor, on the ground. The eagles are in the air. Look at the wrong place. Fortunately for me, I met an eagle friend. He was much younger than me. His name was George. George came to me, gave me a book. David, this book I read. It's very helpful. It will help you also. Ah, George, I don't read books. Hey, by the way, chicken don't read. They read the cartoons and the Lao Fuzis. But they don't read solid books. Great ideas. Nah, no time. The first book I ever read in my life from cover to cover was by Mr. Dale Carnegie. It was not a brand new book. It was termite beaten. And everything Mr. Dale Carnegie could say in his book, how to win friends and influence people. Everything he said, be positive, set goals, manage your life, control the situation, be this, be that, do this, do that. You know everything he say, I do exactly what he say, opposite. I could have wrote a book on how to fail successfully. I realized that I was practicing the principles of failure, my friend. And because of that, I went on to practice, insist upon myself, a revolution within my life, to subscribe and submit to the laws of success. Friends, that was one of the turning points in my life. What I am today, what I'm achieving today, thanks to an eagle judge. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to have eagles around us. So, make up your mind this day that you choose with the power of your choice to be an eagle, not a chicken anymore. The only time a chicken is good and useful is when it's dead. Chicken rice. Chicken in the basket. You don't see eagle on the table. At the most, turkey. Get out of the rat life. Tell yourself you're sick and tired of the routine, predictable day-to-day affairs. You got to move out of your comfort zone and get into the uncomfortable. You got to actualize your impossible dream. Now is the only opportunity you got. Don't wait for a time to get started, ladies and gentlemen, because there ain't a perfect time. There ain't a set of conditions that will be perfect that you can get started on your dream. In fact, even if that condition exists, there is you imperfect. So what are we talking about? Get going now. I used to give this advice to salespeople. Don't be in a hurry for success. And he feels very good because he's taking it easy. And I went on to say, but don't delay. Don't be in a hurry for success, my friend, but don't delay. Sometimes we are not in a hurry for success, but we procrastinated. Some people are too hurried for success until they become successful, but they are not ready to enjoy and handle the benefits of success. I wish, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you sales agents, not to get success too soon, too fast. Because when it comes to you, it will destroy you. It's like giving a pistol to a 3-year-old kid. You go around the 3-year-old kid with a pistol in her hand? I wouldn't go near that. You see, friends, when we are successful, especially financially, we are excessive. But if you don't have the emotional maturity to handle the success, you become a distraction to your own success. So I challenge you, ladies and gentlemen, that the time to get going is now, but don't delay, but don't be in a hurry. Take life as it comes, but meet the challenges head on. Move every step forward. The time to get started is now. During the Congress, many of you talk to yourself after hearing the various speakers. I'll put these ideas into action. When? Maybe next month I start. When you talk like that, 99% it won't happen. I'm going to get this idea started. When? Now. I talk about public speaking. The first day, when are you practicing it? Now. After we have coffee break. And you see Robert so far. Robert! You got to try that. Friends, you got one precious life to live. And life is like a coin. You can spend it either way, but there's only you can spend it once. This precious life that you have, ladies and gentlemen, is a gift from Almighty. If you waste that life, you will be answerable to the Maker in the days to come. I can imagine a guy who commits suicide and prematurely terminated his life on earth, went up to the Maker and said, Lord, I'm here. And the Lord said, according to my calendar, you're 5 years early. So where do he go? He got no place for him, you know. The only opportunity you have is now. You will never know what can happen the next moment. You can never know what will happen today, this week, this month, this year. But the surest thing that you can have in your hands right now, ladies and gentlemen, is the time called now. Now is the time. Now is the time to get going. Do not delay anymore, but don't be in a hurry. Friends, the impossible dream is so big, it's so selfless. It has self-propagating power. It is not a dream that is really impossible, my friend. It is a dream that is within the reach of every one of us. No one in this room here this morning is incapable of achieving your own impossible dream. Don't let the word impossible deceive you. Could you please write the word impossible in your note right now? Come on, write the word impossible. Bold and big. And between the letters I and am, could you put apostrophe? And read it aloud to me, please. Oh, that sounds better. Come on. Tell it to him. Tell it to her. That's exactly what it means. You see, somewhere along the English scholarship, the scholars' time, they missed the apostrophe. So we got the wrong message. Friends, the impossible dream is going to challenge the most out of you. It is going to take every part of your untapped reservoir of potential. It's going to demand the greatest effort you ever made in your life. It's going to demand the greatest value, philosophy, purpose that you ever dreamed in your life. It's going to be a dream that when you share with many people, they will just laugh at you. But right in your own heart, right in the recesses of this compartment, you know you're listening to the beat of a different drummer. It is not the drummer in society that shouts a voice and say, this is good enough, or don't do this and don't do that. It is a spirit that rises in within you as an individual to achieve the dreams of your dream. A dream that will change lives. A dream that will change society. A dream that will affect people's future. A dream that will change the world. I'm not asking you to be a politician. I'm not asking you to be anything, but to stay on as you are as a sales agent. And you can achieve the impossible dream, ladies and gentlemen. But the trouble is, sometimes we human beings is like a bunch of stick of dynamite. Some of us, our fuse are shot and powdered. With a little bit of motivation, you explode. But some are long and wet. Long and wet. You got to ignite them again and again and again and again. Never mind whatever fuse you have. But the thing is, you are a stick of dynamite. You got power. But don't kill that flame, my friend. Don't kill that flame of that desire. Don't kill the opportunity that's only bestowed upon you and no one else. Because the impossible dream, ladies and gentlemen, is a possible dream. Thank you very much. God bless you.